new to my channel, stick to it. This could get interesting today, or fun. We're off to a vloggers meetup. I'm just going to go and pick my mate Gary up from Prodrum, and then we're heading over into the Peak District. Tim Day and Joseph Sager have organised another vloggers meet. I think there's about 8, 9, maybe even 10 people going today. So could be a few people in the water. We're going to go and find some waterfalls, heading up to Snake Pass in the Peak District, LadyBower, and then down to Padley's Gorge where I've never been before. So yeah, let's get going and go and find some water. Right, we've made it. A few cars here, a few people turned up. Tim's here, over in the background over there. Just asked him whether we need Wellingtons or not. He said it's up to you. That probably means yes we do. So I might put my wellies on, just in case we're going near the water. If not, we'll catch you down the bottom, somewhere over that way. We're on the move. Tim's leading, so that means we're all going downhill fast. As you can see, there's a few of us. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and me, 9 of us. So a good turnout again. A few familiar faces and a couple of new boys come down to have a see and a play. A couple of them have already been down and seen the waterfalls, and apparently they're a bit dry at the moment. But we'll get down and have a look. But no, quite looking forward to this. It'll be a fun day. Okay, looks like we're heading into the woods, following this brook, and there doesn't seem to be much water in it at the moment. But we're out. I've got my big bag on, but yeah, this is looking pretty dry. Not a lot of water at all, but we'll blame him.
Yeah.
This is Tim. I'm sure everyone knows Tim. I don't have to explain who he is, and if you don't know him, you should. He's the king of waterfalls, but he's come as a 60s pop singer today. He's taken his hat off just to try and give us the slip, I think.
Cracking out the wacky in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a real fun afternoon. He's got the wacky backy. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Very high saturation.
He's setting it off already. We've got a tone of the day, and I've now seen where it's going. Right, I'll catch up with you in a bit.
I reckon it's further down. But you know when we came down the path...
We're having a discussion about waterfalls at the moment. This is our waterfall we've come to look at today. I'll take you through and have a look.
Sure,
hi Tim! This is a waterfall, as you can see. Got a bit of a trickle going down there and a couple of elevations of cascade. Comes down. The water's looking pretty brown, so there must be a lot of peat in the hills. And we've also got, look at that man over there! What is he doing? The waterfall's not that side, sir! And we've got someone down here already getting his camera out, having a bit of a shot. So we all know Gary. Seen Gary on a few of my vlogs. He has to come along and have a bit of a nose. And we've got a few new people as well. Do you want to say hello on camera? What's your name?
Darren.
Darren. Another new face, John.
Guys, how you doing?
So they're not vloggers. They're budding photographers. Hanger-oners. They've only come to watch Tim fall in. That's the only reason they're here, to watch Tim fall in the water, or to lose something, or break something as he does. Right, I'm going to get my camera out and have a look. I'll come back when I've got a composition set up. Struggling to see where I want to get at the moment. The difference in contrast between the bright areas and the dark areas is a little bit harsh for me. The last fall on that side is in shadow. This one here just now, about 10 minutes ago, has been on bright sunshine, and the two is just clashes. You can see at the bottom it's really, really bright. So the sun's going that way over and it's actually casting the shadow further over the water. So I'm going to wait for the shadows to come over and I'll have a look at it under shadow. I've just been up to this end here, not trying to get in everyone's image, but I'm going to have a look, maybe shoot across. There's a bit of a line leading in. And you can't see it on the GoPro, but down here, the big bright rock that's in the sun looks like a Moby Dick, which is pretty cool. Right, I'll have a look around. Tim's down here, just gone down. We nearly had a spillage again just now, not with Tim, but there is a filter ring in the water at the moment. But no, everyone's having a do, they're all taking a few images. Let's see what I can find out of it. Right, we've just been talking about Moby Dick. Tim stood up above me at the moment and he's contemplating getting across here. He wants to get across and get a picture of the falls over there, which is looking pretty treacherous and dangerous. But we know Tim, he's not going to give up, he's going to find somewhere. So he's thinking about going up onto Moby Dick, just in front of me. I've probably already shown you a picture of Moby Dick. So this is definitely going to be known as the Moby Dick Falls. I'm looking at something here. I've not quite worked out my composition yet, but I've got down nice and low. And I'm looking at trying to get this lead in. I'll bring you around it so you can have a bit of a better look. Where are you? Come around this way. Yeah, I'm looking at trying to get this lead in there, trying to send you up. But like I said before, the contrast between the bright highlights and the sunshine and the shadow area is pretty harsh. Now the only option I've got here is to drop in an ND grad, to put it in from the bottom. If I put it in from the bottom, I can bring the tone of this half of the image down and still keep a bit of, you know, bit of the shadow area in detail. So we'll have a look and see what we can do. I can't believe Tim is over there for two reasons. One, he's in my bloody shot now, and the second reason is now he's got over there, he doesn't like the shot now he's there anyway. But let's just say, king of waterfalls, if he's going to do it, he's going to do it. And to witness one of his first images for his calendar would be pretty cool. Anyway, what I've done is I've put in the 0.9 stop soft ND grad and I slid it in from the bottom. That way I've taken out some of the glare from down the bottom here. I've also put the polarizer on. That's taking the glare off the sheen off the top of the water, so it's bringing it down and making it a little bit darker so you can see through it. And I've also put in the 6 IRND grad. It's a Lee grad. Oh, look at someone over the top, look at this. How crazy is that? One brave man. Well done you! I'm going to have to try something silly, aren't I? But maybe not just yet. But they're going to get something a bit rare that no one else is getting anyway. Right, I'm going to sit here and wait now until Tim's done what he's doing, and I'll take the shot. That's our elusive leader at action. Pretty good really, isn't it? Seen the man on camera, in camera. Tim's still over in the waterfall, so I've moved my composition just slightly to try and get him out of the frame. I've still got exactly the same lead-in line, but I've just put it a bit closer to the edge of the frame. So yeah, like I said before, I've got the polarizer on, I've got the 0.9 stop soft ND grad coming in from the bottom to try and get rid of some of this glare that's right down in front of me. The sun's coming at us right in my face, as you can see, which isn't ideal. I've also got the 6 stop IRND grad in. I'm on ISO 100 as per normal, I'm at f8. I've focused about midway through the image, and I've got the white falls at the bottom. I might have to bracket this image, even though I've got the grad filter in, it's still very, very bright at the bottom. It's given me an 8-second exposure, which is a bit much to be honest. I'm going to shoot one at 8 seconds, I'll have a look at it, and then I'm going to bring the exposure up to try and get some of the shadow detail up. So I'm about a stop underexposed at 8 seconds. Right, I've just changed it to 6 seconds. I'm about a stop underexposure, that should give me the foreground, and I'll take another one for the background. 2-second timer as normal. Take the image, we'll let that one cook away, and see how that comes out, and then I'll change the exposure and have a look at another one. That's actually looking quite nice, to be honest. We've got a little bit of light on the rock on the edge of the frame, which I'm not keen on, but I can darken that down in post. And we've also got a tiny little bit of clipping whites. Not bad at all. That was very nearly, that's probably off camera as well, but that was very nearly. Video bombed. Right, as you've probably seen if you watched Tim, he's just video bombed me. He's just come back across and I've just come up next to him. Everyone else is behind me at the moment and they're all perched up over on the rocks shooting distance. We're both talking at the same time, which is really cool. So that'll be interesting when it comes out. He's got himself set up with a similar image I was going to do. So I saw the lines in the rocks. So when he's done what he's doing, I'm going to get in a roughly a similar position and try and get my own take on it as well. So we'll watch a pro at work and then I'll get on with it. But I've just found this other image. I was just doing a little bit of B-roll and I spun the camera around and I noticed this image appear in front of me. Now I'm going to be pretty quick with this one because I've got water splashing up. So I'm going to put it in aperture priority. Again ISO 100, I've got the polarizer on, so I'm going to spin it around till it gives me the least amount of glare as possible. And I'm going to knock the exposure so it's slightly underexposed. I'm going to hit this button and get this image done. First of all, I'm going to focus though. Let's get some focus on the subject. Right. I'm going to hit the button, get this image done. There's some lovely greens and little colours, all the little green pockets of light where it's being dappled by this tree is really, really nice. 2.5, where are we? 2.3 seconds, no 3.2 seconds, sorry. It looks pretty good. I quite like that. I like the nice brown tones, the green tones. So yeah, F8 and just balance the exposure over and under. So yeah, that's me done from that little spot, and I'm just going to move down there now where Tim was and see if that exposure work, that composition works as well. Sticks off my IRND grad in. Again, it's shooting along the lines. You're getting 3 waterfalls in it this time. You've got a little cascade coming from at the top there. Wide open at 24mm. In front of me I've got these 2 lines leading into the falls, which is pretty cool. I'll try and show you on the back of the camera what I'm doing. Again, knack it back on autofocus. I'm going to focus on the end of that furthest rock. Focus on that. 5 seconds. 2-second timer. 5 seconds. That should give me a little bit more of the highlight detail. Fantastic. Histogram's reading pretty good. Quite like that. Quite like that. Bob on. Called that a day at that place. I'm going to call it Moby Dick Falls because obviously Moby Dick lives there. We're heading back now, heading back up to the car. Time for me to have a bit of a biscuit and mouthful of me coffee that's in there. Everyone's walked off in front because you know us silly people that make these YouTube videos, as you know, we have to keep leaving our camera and walking off. And then we have to go back and get it. It's all good fun. So yeah, I'm sure you've seen a couple of images that we got from down there. I think, I won't know until I get back on the computer, but I think I've got a couple I actually quite like. Which is hard for me because my own world's worst enemy and a terrible critique of my own work. But yeah, not a bad start to the morning. Walk up there, right at the back of the car now. Time for a drop of water, and we're going to our next location. Tim, where's the next location?
LadyBower Bridge.
LadyBower Bridge.
Probably already told you that this morning, but yeah, we'll see you down there.